Hey guys, hope you're all well. I once again lost the audio to the first half of this video. This is kind of a big learning curve for me, so hopefully you guys bear with me as I work through the kinks of this entire process. But what I'm going to be showing you today is how to make these concrete pumpkins. I had made a bunch of these with my son a few years back, and it was a really simple and really fun project that him and I got to do together. So I thought I would take you through and show you guys how to do it today. It doesn't take much time. It's very affordable. It doesn't take much materials. So let me take you through what we need. So here's a list of materials. You're going to need a pair of scissors, some latex gloves, which I prefer to use to mix the concrete with, some rope or some twine that you see in the back, some fast setting concrete that you can pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's, something to mix the actual concrete with, which I will be using that red tubing that you see right there, and some old t-shirts that I cut up into squares that I'm going to be utilizing as the mold of the pumpkin. And then in a couple seconds, my audio is going to kick back in and I'm going to take you through the process of how we're going to do this. To make sure that it's not too watery or too dry, because that could lead to problems down the road. Mix it up, and then we're going to take it and put basically a blob, if you will, of concrete into each of the t-shirts, and then use the twine to make these indentations within the pumpkins. And then at some point we will also forage for some sticks that we can use to make the stem of the pumpkin, and then we can go ahead and glue that on. All right, here we go. All right, so here is what we have ended up with. I only made two because I made them a little bit larger and I wanted to see how the larger ones end up drying. Now, I did notice that the concrete that I picked up, like I had mentioned before, it was a quick drying one, but it had the little rocks in it. So I'm not 100% sure what it's going to end up looking like, because the ones that I had made a couple years ago didn't have those stabilizing rocks in it. So we will see. But anyway, basically what I did was I mixed the concrete, like I had mentioned before. I put it on top of the bits of t-shirt, and then I took the four corners of the t-shirt and tied them together and smushed it down, smushing being the technical term, to create these little divots in the top of the pumpkin. And then I took the string and tied it around as best I could to make those indents that you see in the pumpkin. So we will be back in a few hours or tomorrow morning to check out how this ended up. Good morning. So it is the next morning. Came out here to check on our concrete pumpkins. Looks like they have solidified fairly nicely. So let's cut them open and see what we've got. So I think they turned out pretty cute. So I probably, the hole in the center probably could be a little bit smaller. But now all I need to do is forage around for some sticks off of trees or branches off of trees to fill that hole for the stem. And then we can go ahead and use them out in wherever we want to use them, whether it's outside, whether it's inside. So let me go find some branches. So I did end up finding some branches that we had kept from when we had our river birches trimmed, and I cut them down and they fit almost perfectly into the holes. This one I probably could cut a little bit more, but I think we're gonna call it good enough. So yeah, so there you have it. You can glue it in there. Sometimes I've used hot glue. It works about 50% of the time. But either way, does this fit better? Maybe that one's better. Maybe I like that stem better. This is what we're gonna go with. And that is how you can make some DIY, I guess this is more of like a gourd because it's got all the lumps and bumps on it. Some DIY pumpkins at home. It is, like I said, a fun little project to do with some kiddos. And now let's see where we're gonna put them. Thanks guys, have a great day.